Okay, all right. Here now, working on, I got the meatballs over here, all rolled up, ready to go. I have the sausage cooking. That water still has to boil down till the water's almost gone, okay? And then, this is still soaking. I have the pork chops ready to brown next. I have the salt pork here all chopped up, ready to go. Salt pork is basically just chopped up pork fat, but it's salt pork. When you open it up, you see the salt all over it. Okay, and then I have some parsley I'm going to be using in the sauce. Onions I will saute with the garlic when I'm ready to start all this here. But I wanted to get the sausages here. These take a long time to cook when you start. So this is the first thing I do. When those are done, I'll have those browned and off to the side, and then I'll go ahead and put some salt pork in the pan. And I get the nice salt pork grease in there, and then I'll start browning the pork chops and the meatballs. And that's it for now. I'll be back. There you go. Okay, so now we have the onions and the garlic and the olive oil simmering. You don't want this to get too hot. Right now I have it on 3 on the electric stove. I hate electric, by the way. I wish I had gas. Gas is much better. But this here, you'll see they start to get little bubbles around the garlic and the onions. That's about when it's ready to start adding stuff to this here. Okay, back up a little bit. I want to show you over here. I have the meatballs ready and I have the sausage browned and ready to go. I went ahead and cleaned my pan over here to get a new pan fresh when I'm going to go ahead and start doing my salt pork, my meatballs, and my pork chops. Okay, so in here, when you have this going and it's simmering, you're going to add some basil. I put some in my hand, and I usually go ahead and just grind that up pretty good here. Put that in there. And I want some oregano. And I put just a little bit of garlic. That's getting a little too hot. I'm going to make that even lower, number 2. Okay, and then I got some garlic powder. Not garlic salt, garlic powder. Okay, and then one thing I don't have in here, that is this thing right here, which is Tony's Satchers, or I don't know how you say that. Anyway, it's Creole seasoning. I just put that in there to get a little bit of spiciness to it. Not that much. Okay, I'm going to mix that up a little bit here. Paste. This one here, you're going to want to spoon it out. It's hard to get it all out, so what you want to do is slowly work your way around it. Okay, and then when you're going to fill this up with water and smush it around pretty good. Messy kitchen. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and mix this. Get all the paste out of the can. Get in there. And we're going to mix that up. I'm going to get this a little hotter. That turned down a little too much. So you're going to want to cook this until the paste gets liquidy. Okay, and then we're going to want to add and we're going to want a little bit of salt in here. This is why I don't like electric, because you don't get instant heat. It got too low, now I'm waiting for it to get high again. It's going to take a little bit. Okay, so we're going to get this heated up a bit, and then we're going to add the diced tomato in, put some more spices, and let this get hot. So I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, so this here is the roux that I've been working on. I've added 2 more cans of diced tomatoes. I have 1 more can of paste, and I've added in another palm full of, like a tablespoon of basil and about a teaspoon of oregano. And I'm mixing this up really good. I'm going to let it cook for a while so it all simmers down. I'll let this simmer for, I don't know, a good 5 minutes or so until this gets mixed very well. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start browning the meatballs. Okay, that's it. Thanks. Okay, so now we've been cooking the base or the roux of the sauce for a while. I have all the tomatoes in here, the garlic, the olive oil, the spices I started with. And now I'm going to start with adding the cans of sauce in there. I've got 4 cans of sauce I'm putting in. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put water in these cans. I'm going to go halfway just to get the sauce off the sides. Okay, you pour these in here. Do the same thing with these 2 cans. Anytime that could be like a little sauce can over there, just watching the sauce. Just keep it on there and watch the sauce boil. Okay, put more water in there. That's good for now. I might add a little bit in there, a little more in there, but right now it's pretty good. Okay, after I've added the water, I'll add 2 tablespoons of sugar. 1, 2. Mix that in there really good. And we're going to add in some wine. Not that much. Put 1 bay leaf in there. I like to get one that's not torn. It's got a tear in it. You get one that's solid. Okay, and we'll go ahead and mix that in. Okay, right now at this point I have the oven at around 5. Leave it there for a while. I'm going to add in a little bit more parsley. Add some more basil. Okay, and we'll stir that and we will let that simmer while we are browning the meats. Okay, that's good for now. I'll be back.